Hello. So in the last video we met Sue, the voice in your head that sounds like you but isn't you. So if you haven't watched that one yet, then go back after this and watch it, because it is the foundation of everything that we're about to talk about. So today we're talking about the first of her 3 drives, and it's the one underneath that bone deep tiredness that many capable women carry about with them without ever really naming it. So here's what it looks like. So you triple check an email before you send it. You over prepare for a meeting that didn't really need preparing for. You say yes when you meant to say no, because letting someone down somehow feels dangerous. And you lie awake thinking about a conversation that you don't want to have, because deep down you know will probably be fine. From the outside it looks like diligence, responsibility, but from the inside it's like there's something you can't quite put down. So this isn't a personality flaw, it's not you being too much, it's the first letter of Sue's name at work. So let's look at exactly what's happening. So very quickly, in case this is the first video that you've come across, Sue is the name I give to the conditioned critical voice in your head. She's made of thought and thought only, but for years you've believed she's you, and so you've listened to her. And she is predictable. Everything she does comes down to 3 drives that spell her name. S is for safety, her need to protect you from anything that feels like danger. U is uncertainty, her hatred of not knowing. And E is exposure, so her fear of being seen, judged, or getting it wrong. And almost every anxious and self-critical thought you've ever had is one of these 3. So today we're going to look at the first, safety, and then I'll take you through the other 2 in the videos that follow. So, safety. Your subconscious mind is running ancient survival software, and Sue has one primary drive, one job: keep you alive. She does not care if you are happy, fulfilled, or at peace. She only cares that you survive. And the trouble is, Sue can't tell the difference between a genuine threat and a social one. So to her, making a mistake at work or letting someone down or being criticised registers the same way as the proverbial saber-toothed tiger would have to our ancestors, as mortal danger. So she does what she's built to do. She floods you with worry and anxiety and over-preparation, and she tells you should have handled that better, or you need to work harder so that you don't get found out. So this all may have made sense when you were younger and trying to fit in. Belonging genuinely was safety once upon a time. But somewhere along the way, listening to her stopped working. It doesn't actually keep you safe anymore. It just keeps you exhausted and up in your head instead of present in your lovely life. And notice how much of your effort goes into it. The mental rehearsing, the bracing, the low-level scanning for what might go wrong. That isn't weakness, it's a survival system working overtime on threats that aren't actually threats. So when you realise that this voice is just Sue running a mechanical safety program, something major can shift. You stop taking your thoughts personally, your anxiety and overthinking stops being proof that there's something fundamentally wrong with you. It becomes information, a signal that you've temporarily got caught up in Sue's safety software. Now, I want to be clear about what I'm not saying as well as what I am saying. So I'm not telling you that you need to ignore your mind or fight it or force it to be quiet. That's just more managing, more of the exhausting thing that you're already doing, and it just keeps you up in your head rather than in your life. So I want you to imagine that you're at a busy airport and there's static on the loudspeakers, there's babies crying, alarms beeping. You don't go around smashing the speakers to make them quiet. You just notice, oh, there's a lot of noise here, and you just walk to your gate anyway. So that's what we want for your mind. The goal isn't to make your mind perfectly silent or to only say nice things. The goal is that your mind can get busy and that you can just stay steady within that. You can hear Sue screaming about safety and not getting it wrong, and you simply don't have to let her take control and drive the car. So the route to freedom isn't getting Sue to shut up. It's knowing that she was never you in the first place. Because if you can notice Sue, if you can spot her at work, then she cannot be who you are. So safety is just her first drive. She has 2 other completely predictable patterns that dictate why you second guess yourself and why you play small and filter yourself. And I'll be walking you through those 2 in the next 2 videos. And then we're going to wrap it up with one about the thing that we can really trust. So if you want to know which of Sue's drivers is loudest for you right now in everyday, real life, I've made a really quick free quiz called Meet Sue. It'll take you less than 2 minutes to do, and it will show you exactly which letter Sue leans on the most in your experience, particularly when life gets a bit stressful and challenging. So the link for that is in the description and also pinned in the comment below. So please go ahead and meet Sue. And once you've done the quiz, keep an eye out, because I'm also going to be running a live masterclass where we take this work much further and you get to do the work properly with me within that. So if this has been helpful, please subscribe so that you're alerted to the next videos, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to explore the second letter of the framework. So thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.